Hey guys, Jordan with TYT Politics and my trusty sidekick, Emma Vigland, driving, feeling a lot better than yesterday. She was very, very ill. I am not feeling amazing either, but the middle class and fighting for them is the best medicine that I need. So we're off to another interview here in Ohio, near Cleveland. Please go watch our disappearing middle class videos. We already have 2 of the first videos up from Altoona, Pennsylvania. I'll be publishing another interview later today from Braddock, Pennsylvania, with Mayor John Fetterman. If you remember John Fetterman, he ran for Senate, real progressive, kind of a lumberjack looking guy. So I interviewed him. Full disclosure, these 2 interviews were on Sunday. Emma was not with me, so your humble correspondent was both doing the reporting but also on the camera. I am an awful cameraman, so feel free in your comments to hammer the camera quality, the lighting, all that business. But just so you know, it was me behind the camera, and that's why. And that's probably not going to happen again, ever. So the first video was posted last night, and the second video was posted this morning. And also, if you need a good chuckle or a cry, depending on your, you could kind of react the same way. I published this morning my undercover right-wing sting operation at a Donald Trump rally.
Oh, thank God for Fox News, right?
Thank God.
Due to Donald Trump being an hour and a half late, as well as it being 175 degrees in this building, I got very ill and turned into a right-wing journalist. So honestly, of 25 to 30 Trump rallies, these were probably the most batshit crazy answers I've ever gotten.
What do you think she's hiding?
A bunch of
Dementia.
shit. That's what she's hiding. Dementia. She's unfit. I don't want her to collapse in the Oval Office, do you?
And they're saying, lock her up.
So go watch that. It's up on TYT Politics. I did not stay up till 3 in the morning. Between the driving and the interviews all day, I just couldn't make it. I'm happy I did not stay up till 3 in the morning to watch Julian Assange's live stream. He did a live stream from the Ecuadorian embassy where he has been staying for the last, I think, 6 years. And his supporters in Berlin watched it. And I assume you could have watched it around the world if you had the access code. It was rumored before that he was going to be dropping the October surprise, whatever bombshell stuff he has on Hillary Clinton in this live stream. This live stream was billed to celebrate the 10th anniversary of WikiLeaks. Today, October 4th, is the 10th anniversary of WikiLeaks. So many thought that in addition to celebrating that anniversary, he was going to be dropping the bomb. He did not drop the bomb. He did not drop any new information about Hillary Clinton or anything else. He teased that he will be dropping new information every 10 weeks until the election, which doesn't make any sense because there's only 5 weeks till the election. So I don't really know what he meant by that. He also said that not all the things he will be dropping are exclusively about Hillary Clinton. But he did tease dropping new leaks for the next 10 weeks before the election. Again, there's only 5 weeks left. So I don't know, I really don't know chronologically what he means by that, but he did not drop anything today. I'm assuming if he had a bombshell on Hillary Clinton, this week would be a good time to drop it because Hillary Clinton has started to pull away from Donald Trump in a lot of the polls. Donald Trump has, again, self-sabotaged this week, making fun of a former Miss Universe's weight. Obviously, his taxes came out showing that he lost close to $1 billion in 1995. So the media is all over that. And just yesterday, he made some comments suggesting that soldiers with PTSD need to be stronger. So Donald Trump has been slipping in the polls nationally. He is now down. The last poll I just looked at, he was down 4 nationally. And swing state polls, he is also down I think he's still winning in Ohio, but he's now losing in Florida, Pennsylvania, and some other ones. So make no mistake about it, it's not looking good for Donald Trump this week. So I would assume if Julian Assange had the bomb to drop, he would have dropped it by now. But who knows? Maybe with these WikiLeaks, there's a lot of number one, confirmation that they have to go through to make sure their sources are valid and the documents are authentic, and also they do a lot of redaction, taking out names, putting a whiteout or whatever, a line over names. So it might be that they have the bomb, but they still are doing the logistical work before releasing it. So, we'll see what happens. Anthony says, hey, Jordan, he's going to drop documents for the next 10 weeks, but not all related to the election. Yeah, that's what I said. That said, Assange said last night that he would release all of the material relevant to the U.S. election. Yes, so the assumption is he's going to release the material about Hillary Clinton in the next 5 weeks before the election. For all we know, he could be dropping it the days before the election. I think that's a risky move because there's a lot of people who you got to drop it earlier than a few days before. It won't get to the masses enough if you drop it 3 days before the election. Particularly being that the mainstream media might just not cover it to help Hillary Clinton. So at the end of the day, I've seen from some commenters, Julian Assange is pissing me off. I mean, my view on it, Julian Assange does not have a reputation for huffing and puffing. Julian Assange has a reputation when he says he has something, he usually does. What it is, I mean, I could do a whole video speculating on different things. My assumption, my gut, is it has something to do with the Clinton Foundation. Yes, I'm not driving. Emma is driving. By the way, I don't drive and Facebook Live. I'm not dumb. So never have to worry about that. If I'm in the car, I'm parked. But my assumption, it has something to do with the Clinton Foundation. Either direct emails from Hillary Clinton, maybe emails that show connections with foreign governments that are more direct to her, possibly some revolving door when Hillary Clinton was Secretary of State, while Bill Clinton was doing some shady things because of that. It could be a whole lot of things. It could be something from when she was Secretary of State. It could be something when she was Senator. I mean, with Clinton scandals, the possibilities are endless. So I think we'll just have to wait. But if you were up till 3 a.m, you were disappointed. I also think that the Clintons and Hillary Clinton right now, putting aside whether you like her, you don't like her, it doesn't matter. She's having a good week. There's no way to say she's not. It was smart of her in the first debate to come. Would love a video of your thoughts on Julian Assange. Thanks, Jordan and Emma. Maybe Emma and I will do a debate on that. As you know, we did a debate a few weeks ago on Elizabeth Warren. Clinton was smart to bring up this Miss Universe and the Miss Piggy comments that Donald Trump made. If you watch these commercials, I'm in hotels in a lot of these swing states, the commercials with young girls watching the TV, hearing the terrible things Donald Trump has said.
I don't know what I said.
It gets a visceral response. I mean, this is something that women, which are the majority of the voting public, respond to. Someone like Donald Trump making demeaning comment after demeaning comment. So it's not to say that he's completely out of it, but it is to say, if Julian Assange has something, time is of the essence. The second debate is Sunday in Missouri. Maybe he's waiting for that. I really don't know what he's waiting for. Let's hope that he didn't preview a nuclear bomb, and what comes out is, a little scab on Hillary Clinton. So we'll see. I think that, again, Julian Assange has a history. When he says he has something, it's usually something. And I also saw, although I didn't watch it live, I read that he mentioned he has some things that are a little damning about governments and their relationship with oil companies and things like that. Hold on one second. What do you need? So we'll see. Another thing that I find very frustrating, actually, I've been really busy, so I haven't been watching the mainstream media, but the media is fixated on Donald Trump's taxes. And, a lot of people, a lot of Hillbots say, all you do is cover Hillary Clinton critically, and you don't, you're giving Trump a pass, and you're a Trump supporter and all this business. I think it's terrible I think it's pretty sad, actually, that Donald Trump has been able to con people that he's a successful businessman. These tax documents show he lost almost $1 billion in 1 year. And that is pretty sad if your whole thing is, I'm going to make America great again, and I'm the only one who can bring back jobs and all this stuff. I think it shows that he's not as successful as he said. But what's sad to me is the media is so fixated on the Trump part and on hammering Trump that they're not actually focusing on the actual issue of how people like Trump have gotten all the breaks with the tax code and other things over the last 20, 30 years, pretty much since Reagan, while people that I'm interviewing and Emma's interviewing this week across the country, what we're saying are part of the disappearing middle class, get fucked. So the media, if you want to cover taxes and Trump, that's fine. But how about covering how this is the bigger picture, how this is just one example of the overall picture of the government by the highest bidder, where people like Donald Trump, high-end donors, get to do whatever the hell they want, get almost $1 billion write-off that allows them not to pay taxes for possibly 15 to 20 years. Yet me, Emma, you, we got to pay into 30% of taxes, not to count property taxes and sales tax and all this business. We don't get any special breaks. Do you get a $20,000 write-off or a $1 billion write-off? Of course not. So I wish the media would cover the issue not just through the horse race of Donald Trump, his taxes, how is this going to affect the election, and what this says about our broken system and the toxic effect of money in politics. And they haven't done anything about the tax code. They haven't done anything about the huge giveaways to people like Donald Trump, because people like Donald Trump are the coffers for our elected officials. So that's sad that the media continues to cover this as a horse race. Don't get me wrong. I think Donald Trump should get criticism for the taxes, for losing $1 billion in a year, for not paying any taxes. He did pay property taxes, sales taxes, and all that, but not income tax. But how about a little coverage of what this says about the bigger picture? I know that's a lot to ask. So anyway, we're getting to our next interview. Our first video for the Disappearing Middle Class, our first two videos from the Disappearing Middle Class series are up. Please watch them, please share them, and as I've been telling you for the past few days, we want to hear from you. Please go on Twitter. Obviously, it'll have to be short. Leave your story about your story using the Disappearing Middle Class hashtag. We'll retweet you. And also go on TYT Politics Facebook page. Leave your story about the disappearing middle class with the hashtag. And we're going to read, share as much as we can. Thanks so much, guys.